Hi, I am Suresh Chandrasekaran, Executive Vice President at Denodo. I'm happy to take this video blog. I'm going to be answering some short but often asked questions that we face in front of our customers. Today's question that I'm going to answer in this episode is, how can Denodo enhance a journey of a customer as they are considering to move to the cloud or a hybrid cloud scenario? So I want to break up that question into kind of the answer into three parts. So Denodo can add value before, during, and after a customer is planning this journey. And what I mean by that is, first, let's imagine that there are different modes in which a migration to the cloud can happen. You may want to be moving a data warehouse or data mart lock, stock, and barrel to the cloud. You may be moving multiple ones, but over a phased period of time, and or maintain some on-prem or in a second cloud, for example. So in this before phase, what we really focus on is to basically put an abstraction layer between all of your underlying sources and expose a logical model to a semantic logical model of the data across these sources to your consuming applications. So now what happens? You have just de-risked the migration because you can move things at your own pace, and as they are moving to the cloud, the consuming applications continue to be able to pull the data from both locations because they are pulling it from the logical model, and Denodo handles the delegation down there. Now, what happens after you've started to move some of the data there and some of it is on-premise? Now, you're always going to have some need to, or time that it takes after the migration to, particularly if it's unstructured data, to provide some security, provide some governance, provide the right modeling, because you're landing it in a landing zone. It may take some time before that data mart or data lake gets mature. So during this time, you're using Denodo as not only the abstraction and logical layer, but also a single point of security and governance. So now you can implement your policy-based access controls against the logical models, and it's still accessing and pushing down the processing to where you wanted it to go. So you're still saving the cost of having whatever the reason or the motivations for the migration. Maybe it was to save cost, maybe it was to scale it. So you're still gaining the benefits because the underlying platform is doing the work, but Denodo is providing that common layer of security. Now, let's say in a post scenario, you've done some of the migrations, etc. Well, all of us know that, despite all of the consolidation that's been happening, etc., there is not really a situation or a large customer that has data in just one source. You're always going to have needs for data outside of that primary repository. Some of it, like we said, is a hybrid cloud model. You may have it in two clouds, you may have some on-prem, and as new applications come on board, you're going to want to get that data. Well, you're already ahead of the curve now. So now that you have the logical model, you're simply adding those additional data sources to that logical model and continuing to deliver the data to the consumers. This is the most important thing, with security, with governance. And then if at some point you decide that some of these additional data sources also need to migrate to the cloud, that's no big deal. You just move the data, you build the pipelines, and now Denodo, sitting on top, still is able to deliver the data. So in a short way, I've explained to you how Denodo can help in your cloud journey before, during, and after. I hope you enjoyed it, and look forward to talking to you more. If you have more questions on this topic, please contact us either by email or call, and we'll be able to share you many customer examples of success doing this. Thank you.